Jeez, oh Pete's. Sorry about that, everybody. Well, I was just, man, that's a bummer. I wasn't doing any audio. I thought I did such a good job today of opening and everything else. Thank you, DBZ player, for figuring that out. I turn off my audio when I'm making those videos because we're going over those videos, Dewey and I and Mac, and kind of commentating them. But anyway, thanks for catching that, DBZ. We're playing Scam today, everybody. I've made some changes. You can check out the Cardboard Live link on the left side of your screen. And I'd love to see you guys at the Swish-sponsored team event coming up in a few weeks. I'll go through that advertisement again in a little while. But thought you were going crazy. No, DBZ. It was just me screwing up. All right. Infernal Spawn of Evil. We're on the draw. We have a removal spell for Monkey and multiple Thoughtseizes and a Voidwalker. If they're going to keep this hand doesn't do the Scam thing, but I respect Scam enough to believe that this deck can do good things without the Scam package in the opener. And I mean, if I'm not keeping hands like this, like, I don't really know that I want to play this deck. Like, this is just a good mid-rangey hand. I'm going to try this. It's so hard for me to mulligan a hand in Modern that can kill Monkey on turn 1, but maybe I'm supposed to mull it. I don't know. Growing pains of learning Scam, certainly. Utopia Sprawl? Oh, we're playing against Shift. Alright, well, Voidwalker, Thoughtseize your Primeval Titan is what I'm going to try and do in this game. So we're going to Thoughtseize him on turn 1, then we're going to play Voidwalker and hope to Thoughtseize him again the turn after and rip a Titan and then play his Titan. So I think I'm going to fetch to Thin, actually, too, and I'm going to get a basic Swamp here. We already have 2 red sources for Spyro, but marginal thinning does matter in this case, I think, and also we want to get a basic because of our main deck Blood Moon, which we would love in this matchup. So let's go ahead and Thoughtseize our opponent. If they have an answer to Douthie, I probably have to take it. Okay, so they have Steve Titan. I'm just going to rip Steve here. Then we go Douthie, rip your Titan, and we're going to play a Titan on him on turn 3. So Tribe Elder, goodbye. Go ahead. Hopefully opponent doesn't rip an answer to Douthie. If they do, we're in some amount of trouble because I don't think the long game necessarily favors me here. But the good news is now we know they're playing Scape Shift, so post-board, like, I can just do the Scam thing to him. We can, like, mulligan more aggressively for it. Okay, so he top-decked an Explorer. That's kind of frustrating, honestly. It's a very good draw. That was... Okay, he should not have played that. That was just giving me information. I know that these 3 are in his hand. Alright, Feign Death is really nice, too. I can actually, next turn, go Thoughtseize you, Feign Death my Voidwalker, play Titan, and then I get my Voidwalker back, and then he's on a 2-turn clock. So we're just going to play Black Cleave Cliffs here. We're going to pray he does not draw either a green castle, so he can, because he is going to get a Search for Tomorrow here. So we're going to pray that our opponent does not top deck either castle or a way to kill the Voidwalker. Anything else is probably acceptable. What do I think of Hearse and Scam? I think Hearse should... So I don't know that much about Scam yet. This is just my second, like, event with Scam. So I'm still learning about how I want to play Scam, but I think Hearse seems reasonable. I'm doing what the guy did who won the tournament a few weeks ago, won the Super Qualifier, or not the Super, the Showcase. The Showcase winner had 4 ley lines, so I'm going to try 4 ley line today. Larry, the last time we played a list, I was playing, like, Larry's list, and it didn't have any ley lines. I have no idea if they're right or wrong. I think it really just depends what you think you're going to play against, but I do assume that they're pretty good against Murktide, so that's probably what they're doing there. And they're also good in the mirror, I think, which is good. All right, opponent, don't savage me, please. I would appreciate not getting savaged off the top of your deck. Okay, there goes one of those Tarns. Oh, buddy, we are about to have a fun turn here, folks. Not a good draw there, but who cares? Thoughtseize you. Okay. Exile that. Feign Death this. Cast this. I would like to play your Primeval Titan, please. Sorry, opponent. I'm the Primetime deck now. Alright, so what do we want to get here? Shizo doesn't really do anything right now, but it could be useful, I guess. So I'm going to get Shizo in case we draw a monkey. We could give it fear. We could dash, give fear. So Shizo makes sense. And honestly, maybe a fetch to thin the deck makes sense. I think so. Honestly, it's probably what I'm going to get. Those two. I'm going to set an upkeep stop so I can fetch. It also allows me to enable fatal pushes, revolt if he draws like Dryad. So I think that's definitely the play. Go ahead. All right, 2-turn clock. Here it is. This deck is so ridiculous, man. All right. Don't savage me, please. Ooh, do they... I don't know if they play creativity or not. They could, though. Seems kind of bad, though. Your Dryad deck, right? They probably just play this for, like, a little bit of value. Search. Yeah, thin that deck. You got it. Okay. I mean... I think I just push one of these. I don't really care if he blocks, though. I'm gonna fetch. May as well, I guess, get. Sure. Draw. Awkward. Is there any reason for me to fatal push this? I don't know that there is, honestly. He's dead in 2 turns no matter what, right? I think. I guess he could take 10 and then bolt. Yeah, so he's dead in 2 turns no matter what he does. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna attack with my guys. I'm gonna tutor up some Blackcleave Cliffs now, I guess. So I only have one more fetchable anyway, so more fetches don't matter. Let's go get these. You can do your thing. Okay, he's just taking all of it. I respect that. Got double fatal push. Yeah, go ahead. Alright, do I die or do you die? Who's dying? Oh, come on, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Son of a... This is why I hate playing Scam, by the way. Opponent had 2 draw. If anybody is ever going to lose games to their opponent just having like 3 blind draw steps off the top of their deck, it's got to be me. This is why I like having blue cards in my deck. So we can beat this kind of silliness. I mean, I think I'm dead, right? We'll make him do it, but pretty sure I take like 32 here or more. I haven't done the math, but like I said, we'll make our opponent do it, I guess. Pretty tilting. Like I said, though, I think the matchup's pretty good for me. I have to mulligan more aggressively next game, and we get to cut a lot of garbage cards, and I think we're probably just going to mulligan to a Scam. Scam is a scam. It's symmetrical. Yeah, it really is, isn't it? Like, I mean, I tightened this guy on turn 3. Like, that's a good hand. It's a powerful thing. He had literal, what, 2 turns? He had 2 turns. We are swinging for lethal on turn 5. It's not much different than double griefing him on turn 1, honestly. That's also a turn 5 kill, so... kind of awkward, but... whatever. Like I said, we're going to make him do this. Make him figure this out. If I die, I die. I imagine I am very dead, but we'll see. Alright, so our opponent's new to Scape Shift. I'm not going to tell them how to kill me, but, I mean, this is why I wait, I guess, is to make sure they know how to kill me. Oh, man, that's great. That is great. Yep. Yep. Yeah, get that forest out of there, opponent. Sack the forest, opponent. Come on, you don't need a forest. Get that out of there. Get that out of there. There you go. What's happening? Our opponent just is learning how Scape Shift works, I guess. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna make them do it, but I'm very dead. This is double Valakut, 4 mountains. That's 6 per mountain. That's 24 damage here. They probably could have done even more, but 24 will easily get it done for them here. DBZ player, what's happening? Oh, shit. Oh, man. Ooh. Oh. I almost feel bad, honestly. Like, that's... oh my gosh. That is unbelievable. Well, that's It's, I guess, called playing to our outs. Yeah. Alright, we're going to bring that in. I guess surgical extraction's kind of gas. I don't have a lot of tools for them. I think I'm going to bring in Turok, and Sudden Edict is... it's probably terrible. Fatal Pushes are garbage. Let's get these out of here. We have a lot of bad cards in this matchup, honestly. Lightning Bolt's pretty terrible, too. Terminate is pretty weak. I think I'd rather have Terminate than Lightning Bolt. I'm not trying to bolt face. That's not really real, I don't think. Turok is not very good either, but... God, this guy has no idea how his deck works at all. Holy smokes. I'm just gonna... I can't do it. This feels... It feels wrong to not... to not tell him. I don't even care. I just, like, I genuinely, that's rough. I don't really enjoy winning that way. I don't know that anybody does, but I get, you know, I get what there's, like, stuff on the line or whatever, but winning in that fashion is not really all that enjoyable. Yeah, I mean, it's like, you know, the dude's been nice in chat. We're having good banter here. It generally feels like I'm playing an F&M right now. I'm not even kidding. Like, my opponent doesn't have any idea how their modern deck works. Like, the only time I have this interaction is at F&M. Alright, we're just gonna... Is EE any good? I don't think so. None of these cards seem good. I could, I guess, bring in Sudden Edict for the Titan, but I think that's poor. Let's just mulligan to a really quick Grief or Fury. I'm just going to mulligan to Scam, I think. Does this Scam? No Undying Effect. The hand is horrible. We're going to mulligan this. It does have Blood Moon, but it's still a bad hand. Okay, we Grief him twice on turn 1. Good enough for me. I'm going to put back one of the Pyros. Alright. So I'm going to pitch the Terminate, because the Extraction could be really good. Also going to take my Upkeep stop off. That's just completely unnecessary. Okay, I don't really want to fetch yet, so... Okay, I'm going to hold control so I don't screw anything up. Let's exile. Terminate. And I'm just going to put the Evoke trigger on the stack first. Unless he had, like, exactly double Gut Shot, I couldn't get punished for doing this first, so I'm just going to play around that, I guess. Why not? Okay, so... Always yield. Good morning, Zyphon. How you doing, dude? Alright, we're going to take the Steve. And we're going to Undying Evil. We're going to take the other thing. Okay, Surgical is pretty poor here, so I think I'm just not... I think I'm just going to keep it in my hand to get a 1-1 off the Spyro, hopefully. That's good, Zyphon. Glad to hear that, man. Glad to hear that. Alright, so his hand is... Stomping Ground, Stomping Ground, Dwarven Mine. Terminate, not a very good draw at all. Okay, we're not going to fetch yet. No reason. The card on the bottom is not a card I want. We want a land. A red producing land would be ideal here. Comes a search for tomorrow. Opponent is searching for tomorrow. Play your land, opponent. Play your land. You gotta play your land, dude. Ooh, that blows. I don't really know why you would not fetch first there. You want to find spells, but... Well, he just gets to go double Stomping Ground tapped here and potentially just Titan me next turn. I'm not feeling good about where I'm at here at all. I'm just dead to the top of their deck for the next 4 turns. Classic scam experience for me. Yep. Shock? What? What was this draw? Oh, another 2-mana play? Dude. This guy's a monster. He just went explore, explore. Oh, sickening. Am I about to terminate a frickin' dwarf? Did he also forget he forgot to play another land. He had another land drop here too. Holy crap. Alright, am I supposed to terminate? Maybe not. I don't need to terminate, I guess. Yeah, no. I'm not gonna. A little mana efficient to do it though. If I draw like a Ragavan, it'd be pretty punishing to have not terminated this, but just seems probably bad because I don't really want to fetch. I'm just going to take a draw step. Turok. Alright, combat. For you. Just putting a Turok into play real here. Would I rather just keep it in my hand? It does, in theory, increase the clock. So it better just leave up terminate. If he Titans me, he can go get Valakut and... Oh. I think I'm going to do it. Don't think holding it's doing me much anymore. Like being able to kill his 1/1, hit him for 6, put him to 3, which is dead to Lightning Bolt. Pretty sure he has another Stomping Ground in his hand, unless I mistracked cards in hand, which is possible. Okay. Oh, Valakut here would be nasty. Okay, he did have the other... Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, well... Thoughtseize. I don't... Well, if he had a land, I guess he wouldn't have played it because he's a Valakut deck, right? So... No real reason to play it. Well, he could have Scape Shift. Right? Because he couldn't have cast Scape Shift. I wonder if I actually go for the Thoughtseize here. But then I can't really attack. At all. I just don't have an attack. Maybe playing the Turok was bad. I don't know. little upset I did it now. I don't really want to lose to Scape Shift. But I lose an entire turn here. I guess not killing the Dryad means Valakut is a super good draw if his last card is a land, which is certainly possible. He has to have Scape Shift plus land, right? Because if he only has Scape Shift, I at least won't auto die. Very tough turn for me. Mana efficiency would say terminate. Something's telling me he has Scape Shift in his hand. I don't know. He's got a... I guess he could also just have, like, a Veil of Summer. That's a disaster either way, though. It's like, no good spot there, I don't think. Oh, gosh, dude. He obviously doesn't have Titan or he would have played it. So it's like Scape Shift or nothing, basically. It either has like nothing relevant, so a land that is not Valakut, or Scape Shift. I think those are like almost the only two cards that could be in his hand, are a land or a Scape Shift. I think the Scape Shift is really bad for me, obviously. Probably just game losing. I don't know. I'm gonna Thought Seize. I'm really worried there's a shift over there. I think it's either a land that doesn't matter, a Veil of Summer, or Escape Shift. I don't really know what else would be in his hand that he wouldn't have played. Oh god, a cycle land? Fuck me, dude. Do I send the Grief and offer the trade with the Dryad? It's really not good at all, but I have to pressure. I don't think I can not make this attack. I need to make Valakut not a relevant top deck. Or not as relevant, so I am... How many mountains does he have? He already has a bunch of mountains, but... If he cycles that land, Turok gets a counter, so it's still a 3-turn clock, like, both ways. I'm gonna send. Got there against Jun? Nice, Dewey, nice. Okay. Thank you very much. Call me the Void. Appreciate it. Raja's control pile is cracked. Yeah, I mean, it's very good. He's been winning with it for a really long time, so... Always yield to this. Surgical. There's nothing worth surgicaling in here, so... Not in my opinion, at least. I don't really care if he draws any of those cards. Explorer is probably the worst one for me. Good morning, Ventus. How are you? I'm playing against a Scape Shift player who doesn't really know how their deck works. Alright, Ren and 6. Cool. Glad that you cycled that land to grow my Turok. Big fan. Big fan. You know what? I could respond to this in Surgical Wooded Foothills, so then he can't... God, that's such an awkward Surgical, though. It feels terrible. Feels like such a waste. But I kind of don't want him getting that second 1-1. Yeah, I'm going to Surgical this. I hate this play, by the way. I'm not a fan of this, but I do think it's right. I guess I may as well pay a mana for this. I think the second 1/1 is actually a huge deal, and the marginal thinning could matter too. He plays 2 more Dwarven Mines. Do I actually rip them out of the deck? I don't know that I actually want to rip the ones out of the deck, but I do want to rip the one out of the yard. Oh, who is Ventus? Because obviously I was in top 8 too. Who lost to Lotus? I didn't see who lost to Lotus. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Honestly, it was really good for me that you lost to Lotus. I didn't want to play against your deck at all. Lotus is a way better matchup for me, especially because I was on the play. Ooh, Fury. Fury's a really nice draw here, actually. So he has Mountain in hand. Alright, we have a couple options here. I think I just terminate the token and Fury the Wren and hit him for 3 and make him top deck me for have 2 turns. That makes sense, Ventus. Yeah, that seems really bad for you for sure. What if I just Fury, pitch Spyro, kill Wren, terminate token, 3U, puts him on a 2-turn clock? I think that's correct. It's kind of awkward, but I like giving him as few turns as possible. Was a bit of a spew of cards there, but I think I just need to end the game. The more top decks I give him, the more dangerous this is. When I surgicaled him, I should have looked at his list a little more, too. That was pretty stupid. I don't know if he's playing, like, Summoner's Pact and stuff. Either way, he has a bunch of good top decks. I need to just try and kill him before he can find them, so I just don't want to give him a block there at all. Have him on, I mean, he gets 2 draws, you know? He's got a dead mountain in his hand. We just need to fade 2 draw steps. That's so annoying. It's a really good draw for him. It kind of counts as fading, but... May my top decks help me, he says. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. What's going on at RIW next week, you guys? Is it Modern or Pioneer? Oh my goodness, did he have a bad draw? I think he did. Alright, I'm gonna get a Blood Crypt here. Love to top deck a Blood Moon, that would be amazing. Blood Moon, Blood Moon, Blood Moon. Alright, we'll take that. We'll take that. We're just gonna cast this. I like drawing 2 cards. Always yield. Play this. Combat. That one can't target my opponent, right? No, it can't. Okay, not Sign in Blood. Not quite. Go ahead. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Oh god. Oh god, he's tapping mana. Alright, a lightning bolt. God, why can't you be Sign in Blood? Why can this card not be Sign in Blood? We could actually play Sign in Blood in this deck, to be fair. It's very possible that it might be better than Night's Whisper for these fringe scenarios like this. It is very fringe, though, I will say that. Hopefully I can just find a... I think I cut my bolts, which is pretty awkward. That's a good draw. Let's try and find a monkey. I don't know if I cut both my bolts, but let's try and find a Ragavan. Grief. Does Grief do anything here? Not really, right? Just actual nothing? I think I'd rather have a Voidwalker. I'm trying to think. I know... Yeah, the thing I'm like tempted, and this is weird, I'm tempted to not even like play a spell at all in case he has Veil of Summer. That probably is not correct. I think I just played Douthie. He can cycle a Veil if he has one. Maybe he won't think of that, though. He does have Veil. I thought about not even casting a spell at all, but the problem is, with not playing a spell at all, I'm just, like, a Lightning Bolt there is really good for him. I did have the Rediad Veil, at least, so I didn't go for the Grief, which would have been a nightmare, but... Alright, do I die? You played Sign in Blood, Ventus? Yeah, I don't think Sign in Blood versus Night's Whisper is that different. Yeah. That was honestly a very pleasant opponent. You don't run into that many pleasant opponents on Moto. It's a lot more unpleasant people, I feel like, than pleasant ones. Usually people are not using the chat for good, which is why typically I never chat, but I do have it open right now because when you're playing Legacy, you kind of need it open because Brainstorm and Ponder and things like that, you want to keep track of what people are doing with those cards, so I had it open, but that was honestly a cool opponent. Hopefully they do well in the rest. Ventus, that's fair. Yeah, I usually ignore chat. I usually don't use chat. It's very rare that I chat, but you know, if someone's like being nice or whatever, I'll use it. Alright, well, we've only got one more match left, so we're going to wait to hop into anything else. Raja playing the Texas... Yeah, the Texas Doomblade. Yeah. Very Raja fashion. We'll be playing Rakdos mid after this prelim. That's probably what I'm going to do pretty much all of tomorrow, too, is play Rakdos mid again. Where are you guys leaving from? Are you leaving from Grand Rapids or Kazoo? Okay. I wonder if anybody from Grand Rapids wants to go to that. Dewey, is there anybody else on the team that you know of that wants to go to that event? I might actually want to go play that. Maybe I could talk Carly into going. Carly or Nate. Maybe both. I'm going to shoot them a message right now, actually. I guess I don't know how I'm going to be feeling this weekend, so I may end up not going. Really, I would hope that I'm not in massive amount of pain after multiple days after a surgery, but I really have no idea. Ventus, more Rakdos players, please. Oh, right. I'll have to switch for Orzhov. I'll have to go to Orzhov pile for you so I can play my 4 Cathar Commando main deck. Have to go back to the 6-3 Super Qualifier Special. Orzhov pile of cards. Yeah, I played some of those, too. It had Field of Ruin, Cathar Commando, Vanishing Verse. The whole reason I built the deck was to play a mid-range deck that could beat your deck. Because it had just won the, just won the Mox the week before or something, so I just randomly played a like, mix of Raja's RC deck and then kind of the White Devotion deck. It was like a mix of the two of them. But Cathar Commando was actually pretty good against a fair amount of things, especially because people didn't expect it ever. So I was just like, against Mono White, it was Ambush Viper, and it was like way better than a kill spell against a Brave the Elements turn because I got a block out of it. It was just nice. It lined up well in that event. And then I got Lotused in round 8, and that was unfortunate, but any deck with Wasteland Strangler is okay with me, yeah. Yeah, it's good. It was sweet. It was fun. I don't know that I would play it at a Michigan event, because I know there will be a few Lotus players in the room, probably. There will at least be the one guy that was at that Steve Walsh guy. I would assume he might be there again. And he'll certainly be Lotusing again. I could, I guess, try to make the deck 60 cards. I think that would help the Lotus matchup a lot. I think that's part of the reason it's so bad. Is you just, like, don't find your hand hate as often as Rakdos does. That'd be pretty cool, yeah. Strangler and Enigmatic's pretty cool because you're a Chain to the Rocks deck, right? Chain to the Rocks and Leyline's Binding, and you want to sack off your bindings to Enigmatic to get 7 drops. So it's kind of cool. One thing I want to try on this stream eventually too is I want to mess around with like a Mardu deck, so we could play like the Rakdos shell, but we get access to things like Vanishing Verse. So I think Vanishing Verse helps a lot against Enigmatic. I think it's generically a pretty good removal spell. A little awkward, it misses vehicles. Mayhem Devil's a big miss. Spell Queller is a big miss. Eagle's a big miss. But those are about the only misses you have that matter. Yeah, I don't know either, Ventus. And I'm not usually a good person for building mana bases, so yeah, it would be weird. It would be weird. I assume it would involve, like... I think, honestly, the mana base works a lot better when the new set comes out. I think that deck would really want Blackcleave Cliffs. Being able to play Blackcleave Cliffs and Concealed Courtyard would be a big deal. Like, you're not going to hit your late land drops as well, but hitting the early drops could matter a lot. And then you're probably just like fast lands, shock lands. You probably have to play like way less man lands, which is probably poor. I don't know. Might be something to build when the new set drops. To try building at least. I think Blackcleave Cliffs would help considerably in a deck like that. I don't know, though. 8 fast lands is probably too many, too, because the deck does want untapped lands on turns 4 and 5. It's just tough. Really, really tough. It would probably take us a while to figure it out, or at least me a while. Like I said, mana bases are not my strong point when deck building. And this last match, Bleach Boy and Just Burn. Just Burn 420. That's a funny name. I wonder if he's playing Burn. I cannot imagine Burn is taking 46 minutes to finish a match, but you never know, I guess. We still have a Vintage Cube draft going? I think we do, actually. I think that Oath of Druids deck we are currently 1-1 with. Yeah, we are. We still have to finish that. That'll be something we could do between rounds if one of our matches goes a little quicker, if we have more matches remaining. We've been waiting on this one for a minute. Obviously, I didn't know. If I would have known how long we'd be waiting on this, we probably could have knocked out that last Vintage Cube match in that draft, but that's okay. Kind of tilting. We should be 2-0 in it. The one I lost, we only lost because I put Emrakul on the bottom of my deck with Dig Through Time because I was double queued in a prelim, and then we ended up losing to that because we milled our entire deck to Oath of Druids, which just should have never happened if I just would have put because you can stack it with Dig Through Time, and you can put the Emrakul wherever I want. I put it on the bottom like a fool instead of 5 cards up. We put it 5 cards up, they just can't win. But that's alright. Yeah, moving forward with this deck, if I keep playing the Night's Whispers, those are definitely just good. Because thinking about it, there's no downside at all to playing Sign in Blood, I don't think, at all. Because the deck has no non-black lands, literally 0. So Sign in Blood is actually just better, I think. Just giving yourself the option is stone cold upside. Obviously, Sign in Blooding your opponent is not typically what you want to do, but there are spots where dealing 2 is just good enough. Yeah. I mean, it seems like a punt to not play it. I don't think there is any downside at all. The entire deck is black sources, so you actually, it's just a better card in this deck. I guess there is downside. I'm not thinking about the times where we have a Blood Moon in play and then we don't have 2 swamps. I guess there's downside. Actually, just better, I think. Well, I found the scenario where it's worse. I had to figure out where it could be worse, and it's when you have a Blood Moon in play and you don't have 2 swamps. It plays 3 basic swamps, Ventus. And we only main deck one moon, so it's not like that scenario would happen all that often. But I guess in post-board games against Hammer, I'm going to have two, like, in all the matchups where I have Blood Moon, I still want the Sign of Blood effect. I'm not saying Sign of Blood is still not better, but I'm saying that that is the downside, that is the cost to doing it, is Blood Moon. So, it is not always better. This is insane. Please, finish your match. Crazy how long this is taking. This is really nutty how long that match is taking, because you only get 25 minutes each on the clock, and they've taken 52 minutes almost now, so someone's going to get... Yeah, there we go. I was going to say, someone's got to get clocked here in a sec. Plus sideboard time. Yeah, I know. So they were literally... You know, somebody was about to time out. It's just how the math on it works, unless they took all the time on sideboard. Even sideboarding is only like 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes tops, I think. That was almost as long as a round can go. Oh, you know what? Well, we've got a little bit of time, I guess. Let's real quick promote the Swish Gaming Team event that's coming up at Galactic Toys and Games. It's going to be at Team Trios, Pioneer, Modern, and Legacy. $50 entry per team, January 28th. So not this coming weekend, but the following weekend. It's going to be a Saturday. Doors open at 11. Event starts around noon. And the address there is at the bottom, 3120 28th Street Southeast, Kentwood, Michigan, 49512. I will be there. I'm excited to play, and I hope to see some of you guys there as well. It should be a great time to get out and play some Magic. I did. You did, Genocide. That is what you heard. Yep. Kettle Meat Pot. All right, Marco Shadow. Okay. Well, we don't have an Undying effect yet, but this is still a good hand. It's got a monkey, it's got an answer to monkey, it's got a hand hate spell. I'm keeping this all day. Rhinos, maybe? Could be a lot of things. Could be Temur Breach, could be Murktide. So the question becomes, how do I want to play turn 1? Really don't know what my opponent's doing yet. Last time they played, they were on Rhinos. So I can probably assume they're playing Rhinos again. I don't think you'd move off Rhinos. I think Rhinos is a pretty good deck. Okay. So I'm just going to turn 1 Monkey. The question is, though, do I want to fetch to thin here? Is that real? Is fetch shock real? I think it kind of is, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Small marginal percentage I think matters here, to be honest. I'm going to play a monkey. If they have if they have a kill spell for the monkey, I don't really care. I'm going to Thoughtseize the thing that gives them rhinos. We really need to find an Undying effect. Okay, they had Dead Gone, so they're certainly playing rhinos. That's fine. I was never Thoughtseizing a Dead Gone anyway. I don't think. Very unlikely. Alright, give me an Undying effect. Not a terrible draw, I guess, all things considered. Let's go ahead and Thoughtseize. We're going to play this tapped. Okay, so they've got Violent Outburst, Dead Gone, Brazen Borrower. I just take the Violent Outburst. No thank you. Okay, so that's their hand. Play this tapped. Go. So we're really going to have to find a good spot for this Fury with that Borrower being in their hand. Ooh, that is a nice draw. That is a nice draw. So I just play this, and I pitch Bolt Push, I believe. Probably. Let's see here. So we're going to play this. I could, I guess, keep the push. I kind of just like getting pressure, though, to be completely honest. I'm certainly playing the Pyro. That is happening. I kind of like just getting bodies. We should be able to find another red card. And even if we don't, Hardcast Fury is getting more and more likely. Shizo's not amazing. I could pitch Shizo, Fatal Push, keep the red card for Fury. I guess keeping the red card for Fury might be ideal. We've got 8 Undying effects to draw to, I believe. Maybe 7. I forget how many. Somebody could look at the deck list real quick and figure it out. I'm not going to do that, but if somebody wants to tell me in the chat there, I wouldn't be opposed. I believe it's 7. It's 2 of all of them and then 1 Undying Evil. Yeah, let's actually pitch these. Okay, we had a different red card and the Undying effect, so that's kind of gas. Okay. Thank you, Zach. Appreciate it. My opponent seriously top deck. Oh, okay. They just flash in the Borrower. That's a deal. Let's say this guy's a freaking animal. It's top decked Violent Outburst on me. But no, just flashing in a 3-1. I respect that. Misty in play. Gemstone's still in their hand. So we know their hand looks like this. Dead Gone, Gemstone, unknown. That's an interesting draw. That is an interesting draw right there. How do I want to play this game? I think I want to be patient. So what if I do this? I'm going to go attack. Let's start with an attack. See what my opponent does. See if I can bait them into a Dead Gone on the Spyro. Okay, they didn't do that. They're smarter than that. All right, now I think I just hardcast this. And I can feign death it when he tries to kill it. I'm going to keep the Malakir in my hand to do the double Fury thing if I want to do that at some point. We're not going to Fury yet. I think Furying now is probably a punt. Okay. But I do think saving Monkey is a real play. both of our deck lists. Oh man, yeah, we have to figure out what we're gonna play. What format are we playing? I don't even know what formats we're playing yet. Alright, so opponent playing this well. This is a good play from them. Just being patient. I need to also, I think, be patient. Yep. Take 3. Yeah, we know Legacy. I know we know Legacy. We just don't know anything else. Gemstone in play. Okay, he's going to Fury me. I'm going to Fury him back. And I think the monkey is probably worth saving here, to be honest. If I save the monkey, then I can Fury, kill his guys, keep a Fury, hit him with monkey, get a treasure. Could also not save the monkey. What if I just don't save the monkey and then just feign death the Fury and still have another way to undying the Fury? Is that real? That actually might be the best play. The monkey might not be relevant. It is a 2-turn clock, though, if I do it the way that I'm thinking. But it doesn't play well around another Fury. I know he has a Dead Gone in hand, which could just bounce the Fury. Or kill the monkey. Tough call. Really tough call if I want to keep this monkey or not. Might just be a spew. I don't know. Kind of want more than just this Fury, though. I kind of want Monkey and Fury to be pressuring. I'm going to do it. That's a really good draw. That is a really, really good draw. Okay, cast this. Do this. Monkey you. One of the best draws in my deck there, honestly. I would have preferred he drew that Wooded Foothills, but that's fine. Because now my opponent, the Dead Gone doesn't save them. I guess they could bounce Fury. Bouncing Fury is like the only way they don't die. Yep, hits my Douthie. Get a Violent Outburst. Violent Outburst to be really bad. Really, really bad. Do I not send my Ragavan in case he has Violent Outburst? Is that a real play? It's like gotta be Violent Outburst, though, is the thing. But if he does Violent Outburst me, we are in terrible shape if I send the monkey. If I don't send the monkey, we're not in that bad of shape. I'm just going to send this. I know this is kind of a pansy attack here, but the violent outburst is just way too bad. Like, this way I can... Because I do have a pyro in my yard that I can buy back. I should probably pull that up. But I can fetch, buy back pyro, double block a rhino so we don't just snap lose. This is kind of a weak... This is a very weak attack from me, obviously, playing this scared of it. But I think it's just so bad if he has it. Like, I probably auto-lose. I go to 2 and then I have to find an answer to a rhino. I play 3 fatal pushes. We've already seen one. So there's like... I guess I got the terminates too, but I think it's just so bad that it's like, you know, I'll take 6 damage if all I can get is 6 damage here. Okay, it looks like he's just going to damage, so sure. Play this. Go. Why would you not... I don't really understand this play, to be honest, but... Huh, okay. Well, he did have it. I'm really surprised he didn't just trade with Fury. Very odd. I don't know what he's playing afraid of there. Oh, ice. Yeah, I'm dead. Wow. Sickening. Sickening. I know I've got... I know I can get tokens, but I fetch, go to 6, they have trample, I die exactly. It's exact lethal. So maybe the fetch shock to thin on turn 1 wasn't good. It did end up costing me here. It's interesting. Well, that sucked. All right. EE, surgical. He did the math. Yeah, I know. I know, mister. I know. All right. Well, I think this matchup's, like, pretty good for us. I'm just going to cut the, like, hard removal. Bolt is heinous. Hidatsugu might just be good enough. Killing all the rhinos. I don't love it, but it's probably good enough, honestly. It cleans up all the rhinos. Kind of like another EE for me. On that same note, Path of Peril, probably good enough as well, actually. And one of these fatal pushes, I think, is also going to be Path of Peril. Just a bunch of ways to sweep rhinos. Seems pretty real to me. Think this is what we want to do? Don't think Sudden Edict makes much sense. I don't think Blood Moon... Do I even want Blood Moon at all? I probably don't. They're also a Blood Moon deck, and they might play around it. Does this card do anything here? No, not really. Might just want a Fatal Push back, I guess. It's efficient, an efficient answer to a Rhino, at least. It's not the goal, but if we end up having to do it, we have to do it, I guess. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, Sand is good. Turn 1 Monkey. We've got Grief. We just need an Undying. But I'm definitely keeping. God, dude. Oh, that's disgusting. This land is so degenerate, man. I mean, I'm still just going to turn 1 Monkey. I'm going to make him have an answer to this. I've got to get a shock. Say what you will about the fetch shock last game, I guess, but it may have led to me drawing better than I would have otherwise. So it's really hard to say that the fetch was actually that bad. Our opponent top decked Violent Outburst into Fire Ice, like literally the best possible Rhino effect. And we'd already seen one copy, so pretty annoying. Undying Evil there is really good. Okay, I'm going to attack, and then we're going to grief our opponent twice. He didn't want me to hit his basic. That's heads up. That's heads up Rhino playing right there. That is how to Rhino. All right, well, let's do this. Let's go get a basic. Huh. There's like this really... I'm so tempted to just like put Adalthi into play and let him Rhino me and then EE, blow up the Rhinos, and then Rhino him off the Voidwalker. But that's probably worse than double griefing. Objectively, so... Okay. Okay. Oh, that's pretty annoying. That Brazen Borrower is a real problem. That Brazen Borrower is a huge issue, actually, because he can just bounce the grief if I try to Undying it. So I guess I have to take Borrower and then Shardless. And I think I play the EE now. So that way you can't top deck a Force and force it. Go. Like, him knowing I have it's, like, kind of annoying, but I really don't care. Okay, one of them on suspend. It's fine. So now he can't even Violent Outburst here. What a strange line. Alright, combat 6U. I don't really get that play from them at all, to be honest. Like, why wouldn't you just make me use the EE? Ooh. I kind of want to just put a 3-4 into play here. I think that's, like, actually pretty real. Is that better than just draw 2, though? Just play land, draw 2 cards? Yeah, Pyro's probably better. Just play land, draw 2 cards. 3-4 is, like, cute, but it's probably not better than this. Let's draw 2 cards. Horrible draws. Alright. Doesn't really matter. We're still in great shape. Because he, like, has to Violent Outburst here. He doesn't have a choice. I get to EE, and then I have Shizo, Monkey, and Grief. So he's just very nearly dead. He can't even fetch again. If he fetches again, he's on a 2-turn clock. Okay. Now they have Violent Outburst. That's the only thing I know about their hand now. garbage. Alright, yep, attack. Probably. Violent outbursts, I pop the E. I mean, he doesn't have a choice. He has to do this. It's just a forced play. And then I just pop the EE, blow them both up. He goes to 3. I get a monkey trigger again. Resolves. Make sure to pop my treasure when I do this, because I'm about to lose that anyway. Pop this. Do some damage. Oh, fire ice. Alright, I'll deal you 2, I guess. Nice. Alright. Game 3. Game 3. Do we want to change anything? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. I think we're just doing the same stuff. I'm going to probably mulligan to some hand hate. Excuse me. But, yeah. Yeah, I've got Grief you twice on turn 1. I could Fury you twice, too, but I think Grief much better against Rhinos, so we're going to do the Grief thing. Mulligan to 6, alright. The double Grief looking even better. They're on the play and getting double griefed. And down a card. Big fan. I'll say the pathway here looks a little awkward, but whatever. Okay. Footfalls on suspend. Okay, well, I get to grief them twice here and then fury them twice later whenever I want, so this is very good. Play this on black. Exile one of these. Solve that first. What's he got? Dead, Gone, Fire, Ice, Fury. Let's take the Fury and the Fire Ice, I think. Yeah, Dead Gone doesn't do that much. I mean, it does a little bit, actually. 3-mana bounce is pretty annoying. I cannot leave him with Fire Ice, I know that. That cannot stay. I think it just has to be the Fury, although the thing that's interesting about the Fury is if he Furies me, he just doesn't have any cards at all. It just says nothing. So maybe I'm okay with letting him have Fury. The Dead Gone bouncing a thing is, like, really annoying if I go for the Fury play. I guess I just don't have to go for the Fury play, though. He also has to top deck a red card. And even if he does, he's 2-for-1ing himself and killing one of my threats. Like, I don't know how bad that actually is for me. Maybe I just leave him with Fury, actually. Yeah, the Dead Gone seems like a problem. I'm gonna get rid of it. Thinking more about it, like, I'm fine with him 2-for-1ing himself to Fury of Grief. And I might just not play my Fury until his Footfalls comes off. We'll just see. And if he tried to kill this with Fury, like, I can just feign death it. Which clearly he didn't do there. Okay. So he has Fury Unknown card. He has how many more turns on this Rhinos? 2 more, right? 3 more till it comes off. And I could do the Fury thing and just hope he doesn't have a red card, and even if he does, you know, he's not going to have much left. I got to try and kill him with Void Walkers. I think that's going to be my play. Make him have it, and if he doesn't, he's just going to die. Reason I don't want to wait is Force. Force negation could be a huge issue. You let them know their deck is dumb, too. I mean, to be fair, he should know. Like, come on. Who thinks Rhinos is good Magic? This deck is awful. Neither of these decks are good for the game at all. They're disgusting. Alright, well, opponent has to have drawn. That's a really good draw. So I'm going to now put a Dalthy into play. I am going to get a Blood Crypt. You might want red mana. You never know. This way, if he Rhinos me now, then I get to play his Rhinos. Yep, and he did top deck an Outburst. That's really frustrating. But it's fine. I mean, I just attack with both here. This is pretty straightforward for me, I think. I think he has to double block the Fury. He has to double block one of them. I don't really care where he double blocks. He's going to take a ton of damage, so I feel like it has to be the Fury, but we'll see. And then he kind of has to top deck a red card and Fury me, but okay. Double block there, take 8, go to 5. I think I'm more than okay with him going to 5, because he's just going to die to Dalthy. Especially the second Dalthy that he doesn't even know about yet. Yeah, he's figuring it out. Yep. That is the right block. It's just too much damage. I'll kill them both. You take 4. He doesn't know what to do. I mean, he just doesn't have a good block. Like, neither of these are good at all. He pretty much has to top deck a red card or a Rhino. Like, everything's bad for him here. This is a little better because it leaves him with a Rhino, but, like, he's taking a lot of damage. He has a Pain Land in play, which is awful here. He like, has to Fury my Fury, and that's not even good, because then he's just going to die to Dalthy. And I get his Fury. If I wanted to Fury him off Dalthy, I could. Obviously, I'm not going to do that, but opponent's just in a horrid spot. They need, like, Fire Ice is probably one of the best draws in their deck. That was certainly not one of the best draws in their deck. Okay. I know they have a Fury in hand. It is their last card. Okay, they're trying to draw into another red card. I respect this. I don't think it's going to work, but I respect it. No, I'm not going to do that, Genocide. I'm not going to do that, but I do find it funny they're complaining when they're playing one of the crap, like, Rhinos not... Rhinos is not fun or interesting Magic at all. Like, there are some play patterns that are kind of interesting. I've played Rhinos at a couple NRGs when we top 8 at the team event or whatever, but this deck is just crap, man. It's so annoying. What do you even kill here? Do you kill the Douthie or do you kill the Fury? I think you gotta kill the Fury. Really? Okay. So he's committing to chump blocking. Huh. Okay. Well, I may as well play my card. Play this. You footfalls. Yep. Chump block. Go. Okay. That's an interesting draw, isn't it? So how do I want to play this? We've got a couple options. I kind of just like making him top. Like, I can play Ryan. Oh, wait. What if I just Fury him? I can Fury him off of Dauthi, force the chump block, and then I still have a Fury to his nothing. It's kind of bad against a Dead Gone, though. Whereas if I just attack with Fury, make Rhinos, he has to top deck Rhinos, and then if I draw a red card, he would still lose. So I think I'm just supposed to attack, he double blocks, and then I Rhino him. Furying him does not kill him, and is pretty weak to Dead Gone. Same with Fire Ice. Yeah, I need to Rhino him here. Go ahead and Rhino it up. I would like your Rhinos, please. Alright, combat. Attack. Yep. Kill both your guys. Good luck. Sick. Alright, 2-0 with some scam. Some scammy scam. What a fun deck. It's turn 1, get a 4-3, rip your hand away. Let's just play off the top of our decks. Really interesting stuff. Well, while we've got a second again, let's go ahead and promote this team event that's coming up some more. Switch Gaming is hosting our first ever tournament that we're sponsoring, so that's really cool. We're teaming up with Galactic Toys and Games in Kentwood, Michigan. It's going to be a Team Trios event, Pioneer, Modern, and Legacy. $50 entry per team, so about $17 per player. Genocide, thank you very much for the subscription. Appreciate it, my man. January 28th is when the event is happening, so not this coming weekend, but the following weekend. It's going to be Saturday. Doors open at 11 a.m. Round 1 will start around noon. We're giving 100% of the entry back in prizing. It's either going to be top 4 prize or top 8 prize, depending on how many people show up to the event. And I believe we are cutting to top 4 of that one. But either way, address 3120 28th Street, Southeast, Kentwood, Michigan, 49512. Hope to see you guys there. I will be there. Should be a great time. I'm looking forward to it. Should be a lot of fun. 1 second here. I'll pull everything back up. Wanted to... Okay. Pull all this back up. All right. And if we don't have such a long round, we'll do a little bit of vintage cubing, but we've had some pretty grindy matches thus far. What format am I playing? I don't actually know yet, Genocide. It's either going to be Modern or Pioneer. I'll probably take Pioneer. I hate Modern so much, dude. I don't really think this format is all that fun. Look at what I'm doing today. Is this fun? This is not enjoyable. Like, how is this enjoyable for any party involved? I look at my 7 and I say, oh, I turn 1 a Fury or a Grief. Good enough for me. And then my opponent loses their entire hand, and we just play off the top of our deck starting on turn 1. That's awful Magic. There's nothing interesting or good about that. It's terrible. The Elemental Cycle is so bad for the game, dude. Monkey was terrible too. Modern Horizons 2 is just... I mean, look at how many Modern Horizons 2 cards are in our deck. 4, 8, Dauthi Voidwalker 2, Grief, Fury. If we count Modern Horizons 1, we've got Spyro in here. Like, this is just Modern Horizons, the deck. And then Undying effects, which were not playable, by the way, until the Elemental Cycle came out. Like, Ephemerate probably wouldn't be good either without the Elemental Cycle. Just a horrible cycle of cards. It kind of is. And I guess that's probably what they want it to be. It makes them a lot of money. So, you know, good on them. But, I don't know. I think this format frickin' sucks, to be honest. It is so much worse than Pioneer. I played Pioneer this weekend, and I felt like my play mattered in almost every game. All the games were interesting. It's just so much more fun to me. I don't know. There are some really good games of Modern, don't get me wrong. I'm not playing the right deck for those games. Like, Shadow does lead to some interesting games, but it's still playing some really broke... Like, Ragavan is just not okay either. The Elemental Cycle and Ragavan are just all ridiculous. Yeah, that's fair, Genocide. I didn't like it much before Modern Horizons 2 either. There was a minute where I did like it after Modern Horizons 2, and then people started to figure out the format more and lock it down, and it's just, I don't know. There are just so many bad games, in my opinion. Yep, that's fair. And I played that deck for a while. I played the Kahira Elementals that Canister kind of put on the map. Did really, really well at a lot of local events with that. And honestly, I almost top 8'd the SCG Indy playing it too. So, the Envy, yeah. But either way, I don't know. Like, Modern's fine. It's so much less fun to me than Pioneer. Pioneer is just really good, clean Magic. Standard is really good, clean Magic. I'm so thankful that the next RC is going to be Standard. I would be really upset if it were Modern, and maybe I shouldn't be because I fortunately, for whatever reason, I've had a lot of success when I've played Modern to qualify for these RCs, but yeah, I don't know. Oh, all the new Elementals that got printed. I see. Yeah, it's horrible. The cycle is awful. Literally none of the free spells in Modern really do what I think they were meant to do, right? Like, in Fury is just, all of them are nuts, but like even Force and Negation. Like, Force and Negation doesn't do what it was supposed to do. Force and Negation was, like, I feel like supposed to be a like control kind of card to like prevent from getting comboed, and it's actually just used to enable violent outburst. It's awful. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't think this deck is. I don't think Scam is particularly reasonable at all, to be honest. I don't think Scam is really reasonable when you think about it. I don't think Living End is reasonable. I don't think Rhinos is reasonable. Like, none of the things that those decks are doing are really okay when you think about it. They're pretty absurd. That's true too, Genocide. I actually think Monkey is better than Deathrite Shaman. I'm pretty convinced it just is at this point. Like, when I first was playing with Ragavan, I said I thought it was better. Now I'm just like almost certain it's better. Like, I don't think Deathrite would be even close to as oppressive as Monkey is. Because, see, I don't agree. I don't agree with that. It does, but it spirals much worse. Like, I could look at an opening hand in Modern and say, I don't have a turn 1 kill spell for Deathrite, but that's okay, I can kill it on turn 2. You can't do that with Monkey. It's not the same. If you have an opener on the draw or on the play and it has like a 2-mana kill spell and you're playing against Murktide, that hand might just not be good enough. When I have to say but, the argument is over? I don't know what you mean. I genuinely do not think Deathrite is as good as Monkey is. I really don't. Yeah, but at least, I don't know. I don't know. Deathrite requires, like, mana investment. I don't know. I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting. But I think Monkey is better. Because you don't have to kill... You do not have to kill Deathrite on turn 1. And there are some decks that could somewhat ignore it a little bit. You can never ignore a Monkey. It's just... You just can't. It's just... It spirals so quickly. I don't even know that those two are comparable, to be honest. Because Wrenn and 6 just keeps looping the same land. Deathrite at least has to eat the land. Like, you can't just keep recycling the same land. You have to use new fetches. Like, you run out. Wrenn, you never run out. It just keeps doing the same thing over and over again. I could potentially argue that Wrenn and 6 is better than Deathrite too, to be honest. But it doesn't really matter. The point is Ragavan is super broken. My argument that I think Ragavan is more broken is literally every hand I look at in Modern. You literally watch my first 2 round Game 1 keeps of this event, right? I've been streaming it all day. Both my hands had a 1-mana kill spell, and I said, oh, I can kill Monkey, and I'm doing a few other things. I'm not scamming, which is kind of the idea of my deck, but I don't care that I'm not scamming because I kill a Monkey on turn 1, and that's just so important in Modern that I'm going to keep the hand. And I think I was on the draw both times too, which is even more important to kill the Monkey on turn 1, because if you don't kill the Monkey on turn 1, things can just spiral so fast and you just auto-lose. Sure, and I think that's fine. I think that's fine. I don't want to live in a world where they're both unbanned. I'll tell you that much. And I don't really, you know, I agree. Monkey is ridiculous. It should not really be legal in my opinion either. I've had about enough of it. But I think there are a lot of things going on in Modern that are not really all that okay, to be honest. There are some very just overpowered things happening. The pitch elementals are insane. Ragavan's insane. The Cascade spells are insane. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, yeah. Can you imagine a DRS Monkey Ren and 6 deck? Like, there would be some really sweet, like, Jund piles, I'm sure. I agree. To be fair, I don't know how, you know, I think Jund is like kind of playable right now. We had a teammate top 8 that last NRG with it, and I think it's fine. I think the Jund Saga list is like okay. I don't think it's as good as Scam because this deck just free wins, like are so valuable in Modern to just win the game on turn 1 or threaten to win the game on turn 3 or whatever when you turn 1 of Fury, but I think the Jund deck is definitely good. You know, we streamed it and got like a 3-2 or whatever. It felt fine. Yeah, Saga is also ridiculous, but like, I agree. I think Saga is a little more acceptable. I don't know. It's just so. That's another Modern Horizons 2 card. They're just like so many cards that are just so pushed in this format. And I just like, I hate playing games of Magic where there's so much pressure on your opening 7. Like, it's the same way in Legacy, too. Like, I don't like the game being about your mulligan decisions immediately, like, in that, the way they are in Modern and Legacy. I don't know. Like, in Pioneer, you can just, like, open a hand, and if it has a nice curve, like, you can keep it. Like, obviously, there's still, like, pressure on your opening hand. It's just different. Yeah, I agree with that, Dewey. I agree with that for sure. For sure. Yep. Yep, I agree with all that. I agree with all of that. For sure. Dewey, how are you doing? Did you... Nice, you beat X-File. Cool. Just saw that. You're right above me there. Beat the mirror? Very cool. Very, very cool. It'd be kind of funny if we run into each other. We might here pretty soon. No, not yet. All right. This guy trying to be like Karl Malone. That's kind of what his name looks like. It reminds me of Karl Malone. Anyway, let's hope we have a nice little scam hand here and see if we can get to 3-0 on this event this round. That'd be pretty cool. Is Dark Depths even a problem in Modern? It could probably be a problem in Modern if we put it in Modern, but I don't know. I do not know. Oh, no land. Unlucky. Alright, well, we're going to mulligan this. Alright. I've got a turn 1 Fury, so, I mean, I'm going to keep it. Get rid of one of the Undying effects, probably? Excuse me? Alright, let's see if a turn 1 Fury is good enough. Ban stuff until humans is playable again. We probably have to get rid of Fury for that to happen, to be honest. I feel like that's a lot of the problem with, oh god, this is not good for me. If they have a Bolt, I am in huge trouble. Oh, do I just say screw it? Do I just put a Fury into play and hope? God, I wish I would have won the die roll. Losing the die roll here is so critical. God, Fury just seems so bad. They have to have... they can have Pierce, too. Pierce or Bolt just clowns me. But the problem is waiting isn't any better, right? If I don't go for it now, if this is Murktide, which I'm assuming it probably is, then it's more likely that they can kill it later. I guess I could just, like, play a Monkey. I could also just save the Undying effect to protect the Monkey. So they probably have 6 outs. They might have 2 Spell Pierce, maybe 1. So they might have 5 outs. It can't be Unholy Heat, because Fury is a 3-3. Monkey, We could just play Monkey, but then Counterspell and, like, other random things become outs. We'll just be patient, I guess. We'll just play the Monkey. We can go Monkey into Voidwalker. We don't need to do the Undying thing on turn 1. If we would have been on the play, we would have done it, obviously, but... This is awkward. Not sure if this is the right line here, the right play pattern. I don't think forcing them to have an answer, like forcing them to have exactly Bolt or Pierce on turn 1 is the worst thing ever. Because now that we've chosen not to, we're like committing to a mid-range. Ooh. Oh, they're dredging. Oh God. All right. Well. The good news is I have Douthie. So we're going to Douthie this next turn. Please don't do anything too crazy yet. Please not yet. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. Oh my God, he's going to get a Ghoul back. Ugh. I think that's all he gets back, though. Okay, we can beat that. We can beat that. We got a Fury, too. Alright, so I'm just going to Voidwalker this turn. And then next turn, I'm going to Fury, Undying Fury. Let's just hope that's good enough. Please don't kill my guy. Thank you. He does have an Ox in there, too, which is kind of gross. No way, dude. You have double Dark Blast? Give me a break. Ugh. And he has an Ox in the yard? Come on, man. Blood Mooning him doesn't do very much. We are indeed in danger, Will. We are indeed in danger, I agree. We do have 4 ley lines and a surgical in the board, though, so that'll be nice. How many? It's just 8 cards on Ox, right? Is cutting his mana matter at all? Is Blood Moon good? I just feel like Fury is not going to win me this game. But I guess Blood Moon probably ain't winning me the game either, to be honest. So... Yeah, I don't know. I think we just need to top deck another Douthie, maybe. Maybe that's the out. Double Grief ain't going to get it done. Yeah, I'm just going to Fury him twice. I don't know. Let's do this. Let's exile this, put the evoke trigger on the stack first. 1, 1, 1. Undying Malice. F6. Go. Now he does the Ox thing. Maybe there's a world where he's just, like, out of dredge. It's possible. Very unlikely, but... Because he did have to spew 2 Dark Blasts on the Douthie, at least, but... Pretty rough. Okay. Not a ton of dredge action there. Okay, well... If there was ever a chance... Oh, why does he get this back? Oh, because he hit another frickin' Creeping Chill. God dang it, dude. Alright, Knight's Whisper. Do not feel good about this game. Not feel good. Have to hit, like, land Douthie here. If I hit land Douthie, there'd be a chance, although I know he has Dark Blast in his hand. Okay, so I can Thoughtseize here. I guess I just Thoughtseize. Oh, he hit... Dude, what is this? He hit a second Ox, too? God, alright, let's just look at his hand. I'm very dead, I think. Okay, whatever, man. Alright, next game. I think Blood Moon is, like, fine. Hidetsugu's kind of a weird one, too, that I might bring in, because it does eat their yard on the second chapter, so that's kind of real. Surgical definitely comes in. This definitely comes in. The turn 1 Fury is still good. Douthie's obviously good. Monkey's still fine. Terminates are horrible. Pushes are horrible. Bolts are pretty bad, too. Not having... Crocs is atrocious. Let's get that out of here. We need a little bit of removal, I think, so I might leave the bolts. Knight's Whisper is interesting. I don't know if I want this, but it's probably better than these other cards, so... Yeah, we'll keep the Knight's Whisper. Actually, Turok is a really interesting threat because of Cathartic Reunion and Thrilling Discovery. It gets kind of big kind of quick. Probably bad, but... Yeah, I'm not going to bring it in, but it is interesting to think about. We just still have a couple stinkers. The lightning bolts are really not very good at all, but they are a way to kill things, so whatever. I'm not actually sold that Obnix might not just be better than that, which is wild, but... It probably is better still. I think the bolts are kind of medium. You could definitely sell me on other things, but... I would like to play first, yes. Please and thank you. Well, we've got a Grief. We've got an Undying Effect. We've also got a turn 1 Fury. I mean, I'm going to keep this. We're pretty weak to Leyline, though. We're very weak to Leyline, but I'm going to keep my hand regardless. Yeah, they're looking for Leyline. Okay. So, how do I want to play this? We could just try and kill them very quickly. So I could just go Fury on turn 1. 4-4, go. And I feel like that is probably the play. And I think I pitch Monkey for it, because Bolt going face seems good. Potentially. Yeah, I think I'm just going to Fury him on turn 1, and hope that we can... Oh yeah, I can't even Grief him on turn 1 anyway, because we need another black card. But yeah, we're just going to Fury on turn 1, so let's do it. I guess Malik here, it's only a 3-3, so it's... Is there any world where I'm supposed to monkey instead? I don't think so. I think this is just a quick clock. Probably good. Alright, go. Only hope they don't have Lightning Axe. Lightning Axe would get me here big time, but... They got it, you know? Alright. It's actually... You gotta probably take the Grief. Okay, interesting. Do I just Grief them? I might actually just Grief them here. I think I'm going to. They clearly... Well, they weren't that afraid of the Grief, but... They were just banking on me not drawing a black card. They didn't want me to be able to hit them. Could wait one turn and see if I draw a different black card, and then I just get the Grief, because then I could Undying the Grief. What are the odds that his hand is land and then 2 of the, like, discard effect? That's what we have to try and figure out. Also, Undying Malice, leaving it in my hand, plays around Lightning Axe pretty well. We could save the Fury. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. This is really close. Really, really close. Really, really close. Do I Grief? He mulled to 6, and he added Thoughtseize. So God, I'm so tempted to Grief. He would have to have 2 cathartic effects. And if he doesn't have 2 cathartic effects, he's in huge trouble. If he has 2, though, then this is kind of a spew a little bit. I'm going to make him have 2. If he had that good of a 6 in Dredge, then good for him, I guess. Dark Blast, Golgari Thug, Silvermate, Ghoul. What does this do again? When it dies, you have to put a target creature on top of your deck. Okay, his hand is pretty poor. What do I take? Is it just the Ghoul? The problem with the Thug is it lets him block. But I really don't like letting him Dredge either. Yeah, I can't take the Thug because then he just buys it back. It just doesn't even do anything. Taking the Ghoul doesn't seem particularly... Man, this is like a really annoying hand. They have to take the Ghoul, which sucks, but... I think you just get it back if he ever mills a Creeping Chill. I could just, I guess, take one of the Dark Blasts. It's only a Dredge 3. And I don't really care if he rebuys that. A dredge 3 shouldn't be that big of a deal. It's so unlikely that that would matter. God, that's hard. I'm not going to let him dredge. I don't know. I hate putting the ghoul in his yard, too. I think it all sucks, to be honest. But we're going to do this. We're going to fetch, thin it up a little bit. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm obviously looking at that hand. I'm not very happy I griefed him, but what can you do? He'll lose 2 here. Sure. Golgari Thug. Okay, Spyro's pretty good. I mean, I hate letting him dredge, but I do. Oh, this is not a May, right? So he has to top this. I guess then he gets to bin it off the dredge, but I just have to make this attack. I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to sit there and not let him get that in the yard, but I think I am. I guess the problem is he just gets to keep blocking, so maybe that isn't actually a good play. At least his lands are killing him. Yeah, I'm actually going to stop attacking. Oh, God. Alright, go. I don't know what attacking really does for me anymore. He can do a Dark Blast if he wants, but this just really is not doing me any good. To attack, I don't think. Well, if I bolt this, I can put him to 1, and then he can never tap his mana again. That's really interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna kill this. Alright. You don't have lands. Oh, God. He has Dark Blast, though. He can use that defensively here. That is really annoying, but whatever. I think this is still the play. He probably should just go Dark Blast, take 2, go to 3. Yep, it's a good play from him, but... Alright, go. Yep. And he got an Amalgam, too. It's pretty gross. Sure. Plays Thug again. Yep. Well, he has to block Fury. He takes 2. We get a mana. I mean... Yeah. Okay, you get that back. Go. Okay, it doesn't look like he hit anything too imposing there, so I think we have a shot. Would love to draw a land. Oh, does that kill him? That actually might kill my opponent here, I think. I'm not going to show him the ley line. Holy crap. Alright, well, that was a scary game. But things worked out for us, so we'll take it. I might mulligan to ley line this time, now that he hasn't seen ley line. We'll see. I'm gonna mulligan to a good hand this time, a very good hand, and hope it's good enough. I don't want to do anything else here. I don't think so. I think I'm happy with all this. Alright, let's just not keep a... Well, we're keeping this all day. This hand is unbelievable. Especially because they haven't seen it yet. So I think it's going to be particularly good for that reason alone. Thoughtseize me. It's a little bit rude of you, opponent, but that's fine. I'll Thoughtseize you back. My hand is very good, so that's the good news. We need a little bit of lands. That's a good draw. Do I want to show them I drew a land? I don't think it really matters. I'm just going to play this and Thoughtseize. Way I can go get a basic swamp. I guess I would have gotten a swamp anyway. All right, cool. All right, 3-0. Take that, Dredge. Gotta love it. All right, well, let's see if we can 4-0 prelim. That'd be cool. Would not hate that. Okay, we have enough matches in progress that we can go finish our Vintage Cube, I think. So let's go do that. Limited, Vintage Cube, play match. All you need to know about this deck is it's awful, but we're doing Oath of Druids, Black Lotus, Ancestral Recall things, so sometimes Power 9 just gets you wins. But it's really quite a bad deck. We're not even going to review it. We're just going to hop right in, try and finish this, hopefully get a win. I mean, Cryptic and Confluence are really powerful, but I don't really have much else going on. I'm going to mulligan. Like I said, we're a Recall Lotus deck. We can have better hands than that. Oh, we've got Show and Tell? No blue mana, but we have Show and Tell Emrakul. Screw it. We don't, I'm going to get rid of the EO Stone. Actually, maybe the Mystic Confluence. I'm going to get rid of the Mystic Confluence. Go ahead. Oh, mono white, huh? Alright, well, that's not a very good draw, is it? I'm going to wait on the Caracas, I guess. Boseiju, go ahead. Mono white, probably going to be a tough matchup. Signet. Okay, that's not a good one to play in mono white, so happy with that at least. Okay, well, now a green source or a blue source. Very good for me. Go ahead. Probably auto-win the game if we draw a green source. I do not think we're losing casting an Emrakul, but they are playing red over there, so that's a little scary. Oh, well, we probably win. Do this. Lose 15 life. Yeah, it's got to be green, green, green. Let's go ahead and channel. Have to lose 12 life. Oh, actually, no, I don't even have to lose 12. I can only lose 11 here because Lotus is... You know what, whatever. I could... I'm just going to cast this Emrakul. No, we did have to lose 13, right? 12, rather? Yeah, we're good. Emrakul you... Oh, like I said, this deck is terrible, but we have some really broken things going on in our deck, so... We'll see if opponent thinks they can beat this. Yep, I agree. On to game 2 we go. They're playing mono white. Do we have any sideboard cards for this? Not really. Our deck kind of just does what it does. All right. Game 2. Oh, yeah, we're going to keep this. Can Kodama's reach into a batter skull? It seems fine. We've got an ancestral. I won't play that for a while, though. Yep. Okay, that's a pretty nice draw, actually. Play this. Go. We get a Triumph off that. Not sure which Triumph. We'll figure that out in a minute. Gonna pump this bad boy. It's gonna punch me for 2. They're pumping it. Okay. I'll take 2. Please don't play another 1-drop. Thank you. Appreciate you, opponent. Let's go get... Oh, green, blue. Yeah, we've already got our white source, so I'm just going to get the Ketria. Crop rotation. Okay, that doesn't really do anything for me here. Cool. Island, go. Kind of cool. Crop rotation does let me play around Wasteland and Strip Mine. They definitely look to be that kind of deck, so... Sure. We'll see if he pumps it again or does something else. Man, this guy is just going all in on this. I respect it. I respect it. I really do. All right. Yep. Happens. We could. Let's see. Do we have any removal? Not really. I'm debating if I should recall here in response. I don't think I have a kill spell for this, really. I think I am going to recall on his end step. So I guess if I'm going to recall on his end step, I may as well recall now. And the reason for that is I have a lot of really messed up draws. And, you know, worst case, I'm going to have to, discard 1 card because I go to... I'll have to discard 2 cards. Maybe I just wait on the recall. All right, I'm going to wait a turn cycle on the recall, I think. Kind of awkward, though, because I know I'm going to play Batter Skull. I'm going to wait on it. I think it's correct to wait on it. Caracas. Let's go get Island. Forest. This one I'm going to play tapped. Go. Starting to get a Batter Skull. Hopefully that's good. Maybe. I also might just Ancestral. We'll just kind of see what our opponent does, but... Okay. Well, I wanted to finish this between... We might as well finish this, you know. We're up a game. We Emrakul on turn 3 last game. And they died. We went channel Emrakul, kill you. And we'll see what happens with this game. I'm not in good shape. I'm not going to lie, but... Okay, that's a really good draw, actually. That lets me just... Now I don't even have to play the Batter Skull. I'm just going to O-ring the figure and then... Ancestral. I think, anyway. Yeah, so I can go play this. Wonder if I should play around Mana Tithe. I could just play the Triumph, but like I really don't need to. So playing around Mana Tithe is probably somewhat free. Yeah, I'm going to respect Mana Tithe as a card here. Although, yeah, because they haven't had a spot to convert Mana Tithe at all yet this game. Yeah, I'm going to not get Mana Tithed. I would like that to not happen, and randomly leave up a Seiju, I guess. So. See if they... Okay, that's a good sign for me, I think. Don't want to get got? No, I don't. I've been gotten by Mana Tithe enough in the last month. Thank you very much. Prismatic Vista. Okay. Gideon Jura. That becomes a legendary creature, so Caracas is going to handle that very nicely. I do think I recall here. Oh, okay. Well, Oath of Druids is a fun one. Not one I'm going to get to utilize quite yet, but it's a good one. I don't really need to play either of these. I kind of want to cycle them both. Just leave up Mystic Confluence here. Yeah, I'm just going to do this. We'll move to discard. I'll discard Crop Rotation. No reason to play the Oath yet, because then he knows to not play a creature. Could also discard the Show and Tell, but if I draw an Emrakul, we might want to do that. So I think it's pretty easy. Just pitch Crop Rot. It's by far the worst card in my deck. Not close at all. Okay. Gideon S+, you've done it. Alright, I'm just going to cycle land, I guess. We'll cycle this one first. Brainstorm. No, I want my Crop Rot back. Alright, we're going to cycle this too. Okay. Dig Through Time's a good one. Just going to play this and say go. Could play the Batter Skull, but I really just don't love that yet until I can threaten picking it up. We're just going to keep hitting our land drops. I just don't need to do anything. Oh, that seems like a good counter. So I'm going to counter that and draw a couple cards. Counter that, draw two. Okay. Okay. Could, like, brainstorm and then dig. I think I'm going to wait on that, though. Treachery. It doesn't do anything yet, but it'll be good at some point. I guess... Is this the turn where I finally play the Batter Skull? We're getting there. A little worried about it getting, like, removed, though. Don't know if I really like EI yet, either. EI doesn't make sense. Let's go ahead and brainstorm. It's a good brainstorm turn. Because I may be digging the cards away. Dig Through Timing the cards to the bottom or whatever. Ooh. Ooh, I don't have enough blue mana. That's a little annoying. Very odd. Two cards back. O-Stone. And Oath, maybe? Let's just put those back for now, so he can never see them. I think that's important that he can't see them. Wait. Where did these come from? Oh, I didn't realize those were in my hand too. Heh. Oops. Okay, well, let's see here. Oh, you know what I can do? I can just regrowth Mystic Confluence, I guess? It's a pretty busted one. Could also regrowth a Fetch. Kind of interesting, too, although I don't think that can get anything anymore. Alright, what do I want to get rid of? My whole hand is just really good, honestly. I think I just get rid of the Show and Tell. I don't think I'm going to need this. It's interesting if we draw the Emrakul, but I just don't think that's a card I need. Okay. Oh, that's actually really good for me, isn't it? Because now Oath of Druids is just going to kill him, and I can Treachery it, too, if I wanted. I can also just go counter, counter. Oh, but I don't want to take the damage. Yeah, this just happens. That's fine. No way I would counter that. Okay. Okay, we're gonna dig. Delve 3. This. This. And this. Let's dig through time. Actually, O-Stone looks really good now. Like, really good. So does Ugin, honestly. I want the land. This one, and I think it's just O-Stone. Maybe? Maybe not, though. Just take the Oath. Oath isn't good enough now either, though. They're just going to take land O-Stone. I don't know. Feels good to me. So I really don't want to use a Treachery on a frickin' Figure of Destiny. Yep. Yep. Well, let's pop this O-Stone. Okay. Okay. Alright, now we go land. How much mana do we have? Can I go Batter Skull, leave up Cryptic? I think I can. Go. Just need to not deck. It's pretty much the only way I could lose at this point, I think. So, need to make sure that doesn't happen. But I think the Batter Skull and the Ugin and the Treachery can win us this game pretty reasonably, I would imagine. We'll see, though. Oust. Its controller gains 3. Sure, I'll gain 3 life. Thanks. A-okay with me, man. I'll pick up the Batter Skull and play it again. Yep. I guess he could count. He could, like, blow it up with an Abrade or something, but I'm going to risk that. Okay. Play it again. Go. And next turn. Oh, no. My next round has started. Ah, this always happens. This always happens, and we're playing for that 4-0. No undying effect. You ever do those 30 push-ups? Ooh, I don't know that I did, AE. I guess I'll have to do them in a sec here. Wait, didn't I? I can't remember. So I guess I'll have to do them. I thought I did, but maybe I didn't. We're gonna mull that. Oh, God. Maybe that hand was actually a keep. That is true. That is true. I have been doing that. All right, we'll keep this. They didn't mulligan. Bottom this. And the Voidwalker, I think. No, well. I don't know what they're doing is the problem. I'm going to get rid of the Voidwalker blind, but I think it's close. Maybe I was supposed to keep my 7. My 7 was close. It may have been good enough. It had a way to kill a monkey. It had a hand hate spell. It was really good if we drew an undying effect. All right, we're playing against Murktide. Sure. Okay, turn 1 monkey. We do have a bolt for that. That's a really good draw, I guess. So, do I want to double grief? Or do I want to kill the monkey? I think I want to kill the monkey. This is like awkward because they just counterspell me now. I'm giving them the out of counterspell. I guess they do have Thoughtseize though. Next turn I can go Thoughtseize, double grief if we draw another black card. We gotta draw another black card though. So close, man. The problem with letting them hit, I mean, there are just so many disaster scenarios if I let them hit with monkey. I just can't let them hit me with monkey. This is why the first hand may have been a keep. But it. Go. It's like, it was very good. It was a fine hand against Murktide. It didn't do the scam thing, but we've been winning a lot without doing the scam thing today, so... Honestly, I'm going to move back over to that cube. Let's put this guy away. I think we're pretty dead. It's so annoying because we have all these counter spells. I can't even, like, F6. Oh, that was his turn and he did nothing? Okay, deal. Fetch. Get a forest. I think we have one left. Perfect. Cast this. Plus on your guy. Let's go back over here to our match that actually matters. Oh, they're not playing. They're playing the Breach deck. Okay, interesting. The black card here was a really good draw. We'll go back and finish that other guy off in a second. I think I want a red source here. Thought sees you. Spell Pierce. Okay. Oh, the Gigantha would have told me that they were... Okay. Well, regardless. Pay no. Say no on this. Evoke on the stack first. I'm just going to Undying Evil this right now. They could, I guess, have Solitude, but that's... very... Oh, no, they can't have Solitude. It's actually impossible for them to play. Alright, do all this. Because they're playing Gigantha. Alright, take Ledger Shredder... Or take Bolt. Just take Bolt Consider. I'm just going to take Bolt Consider. I don't care about Ledger Shredder at all. Go. I didn't realize this entered untapped. For some reason, I thought it entered tapped. I think some of those Undying effects make them enter tapped, but not that one, obviously. Okay, we'll go to my opponent's main phase here. Opponent's just like on a 2-turn clock over here, so we should be good. Oh, got it F6. Back over here. Sure. Okay, cool. Plus on you. For you. And now we're just gonna sit here and finish him off. He's doing something, destroy evil. Whatever, man. I'm gonna counter draw. I just want to end this frickin' game. Alright, whatever. I'll go get a land. Replay this. Tapping out's a little awkward, but we just need to end this over here. Wait, what happened to my grief? He top decked an Unholy Heat? Oh, he top decked an EI. Alright, sickening. Go. EI into Unholy Heat, huh? Kind of unreal. Okay, opponent did all that. That's fine. No! What? Oh my god, I hit F6. That is a disaster. Is not what I meant to do. God, I hate double queuing so much. And I get to keep doing it? Yeah, I know, man. It's really gross. So stupid, man. That's fine. Okay, that's absolutely not fine. Alright, let's just take no damage. Let's pick up this batter skull. Bolt our opponent with the Ugin. Alright, I'm losing way too much time over here. I feel like this game is like, I'm very far behind, but we'll continue to play it for now. Okay, we drew the Emrakul. That's fine. Deal 3 to you. I can actually... Oh, I just channel Emrakul here. And then they die. 5... However much mana this is. 11, 12, 5, 6, 10, 4. Alright, there we go. Boom. Cast and kill you. Good game. Alright, we did it. We're out of that. Don't have to worry about this anymore. Okay, good. Good, good, good. I wasn't screwing with him. I just wasn't going to lose, man. I was, I think, playing the way I needed to play to not lose to anything. Just had to make sure to never tap out, never go down on Cryptic. There's some really crazy cards in Vintage Cube that I'm not trying to lose to. Thoughtseize you. Pretty awkward, actually. I don't even know if this was really a good Thoughtseize, but whatever. I'll take the Bolt, I suppose. Yeah. Take one. Dash. If I win this game, this is going to be unreal. I can't believe they didn't buy Giganta. They must have drawn something to make that a thing to not do. It seems really stupid to not pick up the Moose there. Wow, okay. It seems really dumb to be attacking me with this, too, to be honest, but... EI. Unlucky I can't cast it, but I'm happy they're not drawing it, I guess. Go ahead. What? Okay, I was about to say, you cannot be serious. I'm just gonna have 6. I probably should fetch now, honestly, just to save time. Come on, dude. 30 EI in the top 23? Give me a break. We already hit one on Monkey. So stupid, dude. Flooded Strand, sure. It's fine. I don't even really care about the Flooded Strands. We know they have Prismatic Ending. Okay, oh god. Fetch Shock is really scary. Dashing a Monkey. Oh god, that's bad for me. Man, is that bad for me. Yep, pitch the crappy Prismatic Ending. Maybe I should have played this to be able to block a Monkey. I didn't really think about it. Okay, now I fetch. I'm going to get a basic because of Blood Moon. Blood Moon. Although Blood Moon doesn't really do very much anymore. I really need a Spyro. You got to draw a Season Pyro here real bad. Oh, that's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good. That's a real draw. Dash this. Do this to it. Give it fear. Combat. To you. Okay, I'll give it Undying. Yeah, that does give them a... This really isn't very good for me either, honestly. None of it's good, but here we are. Alright, I'm not going to keep playing this game. Let's, I need to save time. We've lost a lot of time on this game. A lot of unnecessary time, to be honest. It was certainly my fault. We did not need to keep playing that other game, but I chose to do it anyway. Alright, so they're obviously a Breach deck. We already have Voidwalkers. Do I want Leylines? Leylines are probably good against them, I'm assuming, but they have answers. I mean, they might be playing Teferi, too, to, like, bounce Leyline. So maybe that's just not a real game plan. The question is, can I actually play the mid-range game with their deck because they have the inevitability of Breach, and I really don't know. Terminate, not needed at all. I probably am just going to bring them in anyway. And let's figure out what a good cut is. Kroxa seems kind of medium to me. It is a pitch to both Fury and Grief, which kind of makes me want to keep it more, but I just don't think the card is very good in the matchup, so I'm going to cut it. It's good if we have a Leyline, maybe, but I don't think it's good otherwise. All that good, at least. And... you go down a Bolt, and then go back up a Bolt in the next game when I'm on the draw. I think I like cutting a Bolt on the play. Let's try this. No idea if Leyline is actually good against them, but I think Breach is just too messed up to not have this in my deck. Yeah, I like the way this hand plays a lot. Thoughtseize, Monkey, Night's Whisper, all cards I want. You have an Undying effect, so if I draw any of the 8 of those, it's good. Okay. That shock. Monkey. Go. Prismatic Ending. Yep. A little bit annoying, but whatever. We'll live with it. It's kind of an awkward draw, but a good pitch to the Spyro. I'm just going to draw 2 cards here. Okay, very awkward. Really want some lands. Be ideal. Or a Grief or a Fury, please. Really want Grief. Fury here isn't doing much yet. to not hit a land in the top, 5 cards of our deck, or however many cards we've drawn so far. I guess 4 cards. I don't even know that I want to play the Thoughtseize, but I think I just kind of have to. I'm going to get blown out here, but whatever. I mean, it's not really a blowout, but I think I'm going to get Spell Pierced. Okay, no Spell Pierce. God, this is not good. This is really not good, and they do have Teferi, so the ley lines are... God dang it, dude. I have to take the EI. There's no way I can leave him with the 2-for-1. Just act like Monkey doesn't matter, even though obviously it does. I mean, it doesn't matter if I Spyro them, to be fair, but yeah. Consider again. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Alright, please, deck. Please. Land. Thank you. Alright, we can play the game. Let's play this. Pitch, Leyline, and one of the Undying effects. Could have Blood Mooned him here too, but that just doesn't do anything. You can bounce it with Teferi. Literal do nothing. Okay, that's another land drop. That's nice. Go. The key here is we can pressure Teferi now. Dude. Okay, so he just draws another iteration. I guess he may have considered into it, but a little tired of this guy having 2 to 3 iterations in not very many cards. It's a little ridiculous. Sure. Okay, I can dash Monkey and kill this if I want. Okay. Kills my Spyro, yup. We're just going to play another Spyro, I think. Punch Teferi for 1, Spyro again. Yeah, that is going to be sweet. Going to be really sweet. So I know his hand is what? He's used both these. He used Teferi. The only thing I know about his hand is he has a Ragavan in it. That's it. I guess I just hit Teferi for 1. I am going to get so clowned by Underworld Breach. It is not even funny. The question really becomes, what do I ditch to this? One of the Undying effects for sure. It's the Malakir. I think it's the Malakir and the Ragavan here. Certainly this, and then what? Then what? I want the Swamp. I think I want the Blood Moon. I think I still want one Undying effect. Well, it definitely might, right? It cuts him off a good amount of his stuff. Maybe not. Maybe I don't want it. I mean, he literally can't play his cards. So, yeah, I think it'll be pretty good if we can get it in. I guess he could always Prismatic Ending it off of Giganta eventually, but I think it does slow him down. I really do. I don't think Monkey does very much. I'm going to get rid of Monkey. I think I just answered my own question by saying the Monkey doesn't do very much. Well, okay. Go. monkeying around. Okay. Just gonna send everybody at the Teferi here. Do I try to push the monkey? No, because I want to resolve Moon through Pierce, so... He did get a basic island. It's a little annoying, but... What if I just send these 3 alone? I have another Spyro in the yard, right? Now I'm just going to send everything at Teferi here, and then... Actually, I might just buy back the other Pyro. Let's think here. If I just send these, he could go, like... God, maybe I was supposed to push, I don't know. I really want to get the Moon in. I think the Moon is quite good. I'm just going to send these. And let's see what he does with this. If he goes, like, removal spell block, I think that's a win for me, honestly. Okay, I think this is fine for me, too. So now I think I just go Blood Moon you. Yep, I would agree. I would agree with that. Okay. 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 Alright. I think I like our spot here. We'll see, obviously, but... I do just want to play this. Combat. Fort. Get to make a couple more 1/1s here. Go. And have an undying effect for the Spyro if he tries to kill that. Underworld Breach is still a disaster if he has one. He gets to draw a lot of cards, but it looks like he does not have one, so... Okay. Get more guys. Combat 6U. That's a pretty insane draw there. Do I feign death that? Yeah, probably, honestly. And then I pitch these and get to buy this one back. Yeah. It's just way better for me than the alternative, I think. Okay, I could just hardcast a Fury, but I think it's better to just make some more 1/1s and go wide. I'm just going to go wide. Go ahead. Worth noting, Breach would actually kill me if he has a land. Land Breach kills me there. That's insane. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Okay. Game 3, we don't have that much time because of my... Alright, we're going to bring the Bolt back in because of my double queuing. It's really going to be tilting if we lose this match to clock. I do kind of deserve it, though. I'm not even going to lie. There is no world where he cut Underworld Breach, right? There's no shot. Even if he saw Leyline, that's just psychotic. So I'm going to leave the Leylines in. I do still think they're pretty real. I think he just never drew one, which is kind of insane. They play 3 to 4. They may have cut some of them, but the problem is, what in the world would I even want in my deck if I didn't want Leyline? might actually go to 3 leyline, which is kind of wild, but... Because I really don't know what else I would cut. You're about to be there? You're about... Oh, gosh, Mac. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Sorry, I haven't really been paying attention. I've got 8.5 minutes here because I spewed a lot of time because I was double queuing with that Oath deck. We did 2-1, by the way. Only loss was to a punt. But I think I'm going to go to 3 leyline. Is that crazy, Mac? I think I'm just going to go down to 3. I don't want to draw really multiples of this. It is good to pitch to Spyro, but... Yeah, it's crazy, okay? Alright, well, what do you think I cut, then? Shocker, Dykeman loses to a punt. Yeah, I know. Just an Undying? Okay. We'll try that. Could have maybe bought Fury, too, I guess, but that deals with Fury. Trim and Undying, that's fine. Is this hand a keep? It's so close. It doesn't have an answer to a turn 1 monkey, which really deters me from keeping it, or any hand hate, or a ley line. It doesn't even... Yeah, it just doesn't have a kill spell for monkey. I'm gonna mull this. God. It does have 2 lands. Still no answer to monkey. It can Undying a Grief, though. At some point, we have to keep a hand. I think I'm going to keep this. I really don't want to go to 5 cards. I've been one of those. God, I hate Modern. I mean, this is just a prime example of why, like, what can I do? Go to 5? Look, like, I mulliganed my 7 already because it couldn't kill a monkey, and it really didn't have much opposition to a monkey. They're certainly going to have a removal spell for my monkey. They play just so many. They have heats, bolts, and endings. It's just so unlikely that a monkey can block. The question is turn 1 Grief good enough? It probably is. I think we just have to hope it is. Do I want to fetch? Probably not, right? Because I want to get... I don't know if I want a swamp or a... Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're gonna grief. I know we're gonna grief. I just... Bolt. Alright, well, he kept his hand based on the strength of monkey, so... We'll see what happens. Go. He has nothing going on, and we cut a fair amount of removal for the grief, so might be a chance. Okay, Undying Evil, I don't care. I didn't want that anyway, thank you. See if he puts a Giganta in hand here. No. Ooh, okay, I'm just gonna dash monkey, hit him, leave grief back to trade. As wild as that is. That is actually the play here. I'll cast this. Think that's better than Spyro? Actually, is that better than Spyro next turn? It might not be. No, it definitely might not be, actually. I'm not going to cast this. That's probably greedy. Although I could just hit a land, which is ideal. God, that's tough. That's really, really tough. I don't know. I'm going to cast it. I'm going to bin this. I think there was definitely some argument to this. It's just... Obviously, I have no idea if it's correct or not. I think it's very close. It does fuel his graveyard to cast the Consider there, too, but... Yep. Okay, would have loved that black cleave. Okay, that's perfect too. Play this on red. Play this. I'm going to pitch Blood Moon and Ragavan here, actually, I think. Douthie seems good to me. Go ahead. That's a really good draw, too. All that was good. Because the thing is, I'm going to have to beat his Giganta, and I'm well aware that's the case, so we're just going to go wide and try to beat it that way. That is true, yeah. Misassessing the matchup. Oh, God. Alright, that's not actually that bad, though. Okay. Sure. Close to dead? We're definitely... He doesn't have a big enough graveyard. We're nowhere near dead, but... They do get to get a fair amount of value here. Sure. They can just attack all, play another Spyro. That's what I'm going to do. Just going to Spyro all over this guy. And I'm going to keep, I think, the Douthie here. Okay, does that change? No, I don't think that really changes my play pattern. I'm going to pitch Fury, Feign Death. Douthie's a good way to just kill him. Okay, Grief is not terrible. Neither is the other Spyro. Yeah, we're just going to keep going wide. I'm just going to Spyro this guy every turn. I'm just going to make 1,000 creatures, and if he doesn't have a sweeper, he's just going to die. Yeah, that's fine. Sure, whatever. Okay. Okay. I don't know that I love that sequencing from him. I guess... Okay. Fury here is insane. Quite good. So, I'm going to go Fury you first, then Douthie, I guess? So this can't grow, unless I care more about the Darcy, which I guess I maybe do care more about the Darcy. No, that has to attack. It can never even block after this turn. Okay. Okay. I think I just only... I'd probably send all of it, right? That's lethal next turn. Yeah, all of it. Go. Sure. Yep. Tanking on this pretty hard. I think that's good for me, I guess. I don't know. Teferi into exile, yeah, it makes sense. Means I... God, dude, an iteration too? Fuck. Guess it is the first one he's seen, but it's close. Ginger Brew, we're doing fine. We're trying to get a 4-0 here in the prelim. We're in game 3, and we're in a really tight game. Bauble, sure. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, I'd really like an untapped land off the top. That would be ideal. Would like a basic swamp. That is like perfect here, I think. Hollowed Moonlight. Okay. Does that even do, like, anything? Okay, so I'm going to respond, and I can cast EI until end of turn, I think. How does this read? You may play it this turn without paying its mana cost. So I get to EI here. Okay. I could also actually Teferi. Is Teferi good? Teferi might be good too. Teferi, bounce your Darcy, draw a card. So you can't play anything else. I think EI is probably better because he'd find me Bolt. Very close. Have I seen a Bolt yet? No. I'm going to EI. It's pretty good. Hand the Delta. Bottom the ley line. Exile this. Play this. Just cast Grief. Take the Darcy, I think. Attack all. Go. I like our spot. We're not dead to much. Like, had to be the top card, too. It couldn't even be in his hand, dude. Like, what in the actual hell? God. It had to be Breach on top. Literally nothing else does it. You can't... Because he doesn't have enough mana to do it any other way. So it had to be Breach exactly on top of his deck. Consider doesn't do it. EI doesn't do it. What a frickin' joke. That is so stupid. Oh, well, at least we didn't lose the clock. I can't think of any other sequence that kills me other than Underworld Breach on top of the deck with that play pattern that we just made. I could have, instead of griefing, I guess, played Leyline, but there's no way that's right. There's no way that's, like, generically a better play. Wow. Alright, well, that's infuriating. It should have been a 4-0, but the opponent was... I mean, I guess they didn't have that many cards left, but... Yep. No, I agree. I'm certainly allowed to still get a little mad. That is trash how well he just drew. But we've drawn pretty well today, too, I guess. And we have dodged some spots of our opponent getting out. It's just what you sign up for with these kind of decks, but it pisses me off because they were probably sub 10% to win this game. Like, I get they have 25 cards left in their deck. Have they exiled? I mean, they probably exiled a breach somewhere near. I've already seen one breach. I think they play 4. So they had 3 left and 25 hits. I guess they did, you know, do something with the Dragon Rage here, but... Man, that sucks. I don't think there's any... If I would have taken Teferi instead of EI, then they just replay this, I still die. It just didn't matter. I don't think we could just beat a breach on top. And like I said, it had to be on top too. If it's in hand, we get to rip it out with the grief.